What is going on, everyone? My name is Adam. I'm with LeadWeb AI, and we are an Air.Ai agency. And today we're going to go over how to build out an insurance script to book appointments for your company. Now, this can work for really any sort of insurance. So this could be for P&C, this could be for health, this could be for life. Anything that you're trying to do from an insurance perspective, you can just insert and change whatever you need to change. And the easiest way to do that is hit File, make a copy. This link will actually be in the description. All you have to do is click it and then hit copy, and then you can go in and make edits as needed. So before we get started, there's some things that I want to go over in terms of building out this script in particular. So one, we want to make sure that the tilde and the quotations are on every single script or every single prompt. So the tilde is actually inside of, on your keyboard on the top left, right next to the one. At least that's where it is on my keyboard. So it's tilde space quotation, and that's how you start every single sentence or every single prompt. And then the other thing is you want to make sure that you're building out this agent as you're talking to the most perfect prospect ever, meaning that they always say yes. They're always going to book an appointment. We're going to let the knowledge base answer all the questions and the objections the way that you specifically would want to answer them. And we have a video on knowledge base and how to set all that stuff up. And as far as abbreviations go, because a number of our insurance clients like to verify the address that people are at. And so they'll have like DR for drive, ST for street, BLVD for boulevard, PL for place. You want to make sure all of those are spelled out, which is pretty annoying, but you could always go into ChatGPT, upload that particular file, and then be able to pull that in and make sure all of them are formatted correctly. The other thing is for abbreviations, or not abbreviations, but for the there you go, the that you want to add in there. The easiest way to make this as realistic as possible, read out your script in full. Wherever you say or add that in there, and it'll be as realistic as you could possibly make it. And if you're really having trouble with having the AI go off script, build in some context, build in some, some intelligence, if you will, on this. And what I mean by that is if you go in and you have your script, and I always recommend building a do not use script so that way you can just have all the prompting here as you go. But in the objectives part, you can go in here and you can add 3 period and then add in personality types, add in experience that they have. Think of it like a resume. If you wanted to hire someone and it was the most perfect person to make calls, what personality type would they have? What would they have experience in? What is their main goal? What is their main objective in this particular scenario? Is it booking an appointment? If so, make sure you put that in there. What else? Oh, make sure you add a question on every single prompt that the AI says, because that's going to elicit a response from the prospect, and that's what you want. You want the prospect to talk. You want them to talk a lot. So in that scenario, you want this nice, easy flow of question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. And again, all of the knowledge base is going to take care of the main questions and objections that they have anyway, responding back to your questions. The other thing, and this is going to be extremely important, is make sure all of your leads are opted in, okay? The days of buying a list, buying opt-ins, buying permission is over. If you're not aware of the new law change that's coming, and it's going to be retroactive to 2024, January, when it launches in January 2025. So make sure that you change all of your lead ads where it says, what are you going to do with this information? You're going to receive AI calling, AI texting. Do you agree to that? Make sure you have that checkbox in all of your contact forms, on your website, everywhere, to make sure that you are in compliance with everything. And if you're interested in getting exclusive $1.50 insurance leads, mind you, this can be for P&C, life insurance, health, annuities, IULs, everything. Anything that you're looking for, we can generate it, and you can check out the demo right here to get $1.50 leads. It's pretty interesting stuff. And so now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the actual build-out of your agent. And I already have one built out over here on the left screen that I have. And so what we're going to do here is kind of copy and paste, and I've added in some different errors that you need to make or some changes that you need to make, some edits. to make sure that your AI runs as smoothly as possible. And we're going to be going over some if that then this scenarios. We're going to be going over some metadata scenarios. All that stuff we're going to go into. So the first thing is going to be the seed phrase, which is the first thing that starts it off, right? So, hey, prospect name, this is Adam from ABC Insurance. You always want to make sure you put your company name in here. Just for legality purposes and for VoIP purposes, you want to make sure that you put that in here. And you also want to spell out the numbers. Remember, the abbreviations up here. You want to spell out any numbers. So right here, we're going to put 30. And here's the other thing, too. It doesn't have to be spelled correctly. It just has to sound correct. So phonetic spelling is going to be a big thing in AI. So in the event of like ABC, right, we want to be able to phonetically spell that out. So ABC Insurance, right? Now we're going to move on to the next component of it. And we're going to go right here. Paste this in. Now this is a decently long prompt right here. And it's not too long, but it's long-ish. And so you always want to make sure that you put a one-word sentence like this inside of it. So that way it reduces the latency of it. And so I'll give you an example of where to put the ums and ahs. So if I'm right here, I'm like, good, I'm a manager here at customer service, and I'm on a recorded line for quality assurance. By the way, if there is any audio lag or delay, I apologize in advance. We've had some technical difficulties today. Sound good? End it in a question. And then we're going to go right here for wait for a prospect to respond. Enter, 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 enter. And then now we're going to go to the next one. And so we're going to drop that in there. So, one word sentence. I'm reaching out because I saw that you were looking for life insurance for yourself, or home insurance, auto insurance, whatever it is. Were you able to find what you were looking for? End it in a question. So this one's really good. The only thing that's missing is the formatting on the or the syntax on the tilde space quotation, end quotation, enter, enter, wait for prospect to respond, boom, enter, enter. There we go. Now we're gonna go to the next one. Next one's pretty long. Next one is pretty long, so we're gonna break this down. Okay. So we want to make that. We want to spell that out a little further. So okay, one word sentence. That's exactly why I'm calling. I'd put a comma here. Your case has been upgraded to our VIP service. Again, with the abbreviations, we want to make sure all this is phonetically spelled out. So VIP. You've been upgraded to our VIP service. It's a 10-minute phone call with one of our independent brokers. See how 10-minute is spelled out? Who have access to 20 plus insurance companies, 20 spelled out. They'll be able to find you the best options that fit your budget, and then you can do what you'd like from there. So, would you like to find out what your best life insurance options are? End it in a question mark. This is a good one. So we're going to hit tilde, quotation, end quotation, enter, enter, wait for prospect to respond. Now, mind you, this script right here is going to be inside of the description. All you have to do is click File, make a copy, and then you can make whatever edit that you'd like in here. So now, I'm going to hit Copy. We're going to go to the next one. Boom. So, one word sentence. I'm going to schedule a call with one of our independent agents. They'll be able to find the best policy for you. What time zone are you in? Time zone, I like to make it 2 words. I think it is 2 words, but I guess it depends on what country you are, I found out. So I always put 2 words because it just sounds a little easier on the AI whenever they're saying it. So what time zone are you in? So that's a good one. And by the way, if you're having some issues when it asks like what time zone you're in and it's not saying the right proper time zone, we do have a time zone fix as well. So all you have to do is type in time zone fix LeadWeb AI in YouTube, and it should pop up. So now we're going to hit enter, enter, copy, wait for prospect to respond. There we go. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Next one's going to be interesting. We're going to have some rules added in here as well, which I'll break down a little bit further. And so this is one way to do it. So this is a fix that you could do. So make to convert the time slots to their local time zone before typing it out. Always convert the time zones into their time zone before typing it out. Never ignore this. What time between converted time slot 1 into the local time zone from the prompt and converted time slot 2 into the local time zone from the prompt works best for you tomorrow? So this right here, square brackets, this square bracket right here, this is rules. You're telling the AI what to do. Same thing right here. You're telling the AI what to pull. Right here, you're telling the AI what to pull. So these are all rules. And so this one's typed out great. And so we're going to add a tilde space quotation, enter, enter, and enter, enter. There we go. Now we're going to move on to the next one. And we only got 2 more. If you don't include this one, we got 1 more. So we're going to space, 1-word sentence, perfect, right? Shift, tilde, space, quotation. I'll lock in that time for you. Confirm the appointment and include the time zone. Always confirm that a spouse or partner are available to attend the appointment too. Do not skip this ever. And we always like to put all capitals whenever you really want to emphasize someone or emphasize something. And you always want to make sure that you are providing the AI extreme direction. So think about it like you're providing directions to someone from your house to like another location. You want to be specific. So when you get on I-95, you want to stay in the right lane. You want to do the speed limit at 65 miles an hour. As you're doing the speed limit, once you're approaching the exit, whatever exit, you want to gradually slow down to 45 miles an hour as you're merging to the right into the exit ramp to get off on this exit. You want to be extremely specific like that, because if you're not, you're going to give the AI leeway as to where it wants to go. So you want to provide extreme context, extreme direction whenever you're building this out, so it knows what path to stay on. And inserting that intelligence in the top and the objectives that we showed earlier, that's going to help out a lot as well. And so here we're going to add a quotation, and right here, boom, end it with a question. Enter, enter. And now we're on the last one. And again, this is going to be inside of the description of this video. So now here are some if that then this scenarios. And these are always fun because it's always really interesting to see how well it works. But what I like to do in this part is, and mind you, we do have another video specifically going over if that then this scenarios. If you search for that in YouTube, you'll be able to see that as well. But I always like to do asterisk. I like to put 2 of them and then put conditional response and then end it with the same thing. And it's actually gonna make that bold. So there we go. So if it makes it bold, you just hit back and then it'll format it properly. So if, and now mind you, square brackets. So this is a rule. If there is a spouse or partner, make sure they both can attend the appointment and repeat spouse's or partner's name. And then you can put period, type this exactly. And then we're going to put tilde, space, quotation. Just to double check, there's no reason why you'd miss this call, right? In quotation. And then we're going to put wait for prospect to respond. And then end the call. So we're going to put tilde, space, quotation. Great. Everything looks good on my end. Looking forward to seeing you on the call. End quotation. And then you can go into here, into the script, hit add an action, end the call, and you're able to end the call by specifically doing this particular prompt here. You copy this, hit copy, add an action, end call, paste it in there, and you can end the call there as well. So that is exactly how you set up and format your insurance script. I hope this helped. If you're having some trouble or you're interested in setting up some automation, some triggers, click on the description of this video. There is a demo going over exactly how we set up our clients and how we use not only Air as the AI calling, but also AI texting, AI email, AI reviews, you name it. We have it all set up, and it's really interesting stuff. So feel free to click that demo. And if you're also interested in getting $1.50 leads that are GDPR compliant, TCPA compliant, be sure to click this demo up here as well. And look forward to seeing you there. See ya.